people would not do that, so they kind of blame the victim. And as a woman and dealing with sexual harassment in the workplace, I know many times that's an obstacle to come forward and bring up those discussions. So making sure that HR understands the situation and can support that is an important step forward in making LGBT employees feel comfortable in the workplace. One of the things that we're talking about now, one of the current trends, is LGBT self-identification. And it needs to be voluntary at this point because, again, for many individuals being mandated, there is no federal mandate to do that. But there is a business case for doing self-ID. When you have a survey in your company and you're doing satisfaction survey, one of our companies recently took their LGBT numbers and they compared them to the general satisfaction of the overall employee population. They found that the LGBT satisfaction was lower and significantly lower than the general population. And so that was a great metric for their managers to say, we've got a problem here. We don't know what it is, but we need to start working on it, and we need to start seeing why our LGBT employees are thinking about leaving, because one of the aspects of it is engagement. And if our employees aren't 100% engaged and don't like the workplace that they're at, they're going to start looking for another job, and we're going to train our competition because they're going to go to another one of the companies in our sector and work. There's also employee records. Companies are beginning to do that, actually include LGBT as a category like veterans or disability. And then there's lots of work. There's some resources that we have that we'll list at the end that if you want to find out more about this, to find out about self-ID. These are just some of the questions that are suggested to be asked. A general question on a survey, specific ones around sexual orientation and gender identity. But a new one we're talking about was a question I asked in the beginning. Do you know someone in the company who is LGBT? And again, if you get a great response that everybody kind of knows someone, it's